Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name's 3-Chord Dave and I think I've just figured out what Gibson are doing with Slash for their 2023 Signature Edition. Yes folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is 3-Chord Dave and this is not a guitar, it's a book. But we'll get into that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button and do all those things to make sure that you never miss an episode. And when you've checked out all the details I give you here, hit that comment section and tell me what you think of these guitars. I think they're pretty cool and some of my best friends in the world will be in the comment section. So join those people and let's talk about guitars and things. Yeah, so Slash, he's a guitarist. I don't know if you're aware, he's in a band called Guns N' Roses, quite popular in certain parts of the world. He's also been playing guitars made by or made to look like they're made by Gibson for many a year, and it's been a couple of years since they've refreshed the signature model lineup, and I'm pretty sure he found a couple of things that they're going to be doing. So let's jump into it, and we're going to talk about acoustic guitars first, something we rarely do on this channel, because there are people who are smarter and wiser than I mean about all kinds of guitars, but in particular acoustics. So let's take a quick look at this. This is a prototype from 2020 that was never released. I presume the J45 versions that they brought out in the Slash collection superseded, won out some sort of vote or something. But I've seen Slash play this a few times, this particular prototype. And I think it's interesting because this is a more Slash-like guitar. I think if you had asked me before the acoustics were added to the Slash collection in 2020 by Gibson, I would have said this was something that they would have brought out. And as you can see, there's a Scully on the back of the headstock, and there is that cutaway, which makes it more Slash-like. I don't know why, it just does. But yeah, that's the first one to get out of the way. It's still in use by Slash, so there's still a possibility, as it's been prototyped and they've gone through all the steps, that they could bring this to market, because I think it would be way more popular than the J45s in the Slash collection. By the way, this is the Slash The Collection by Gibson Publishing. I received my copy a couple of weeks ago. It was a stupid expensive book. It was like $250. Then I had to pay $15 shipping from the US to Ireland, which was crazy enough. I mean, it's not actually that bad. But this book, signed by Slash, is number 842. I'll be going through over the next couple of weeks on the channel. So if you want to find out more about the Slash's guitar collection, and there's a lot of cool stuff in there, even Fenders, which is amazing, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel. But this is where all the information today is coming, which makes this potentially a Gibson leak directly from Gibson in their own book. Smart. Anyway, let's get into it. So we've got another set of acoustics to look at. These pictures I'm showing you, by the way, are just photographs of pages on the book. So that's why they're not of the highest quality. They're just photographs of the pages of the book. Now, last year I went to see Guns N' Roses play live in Dublin. It was a good day out. I went with my brother. It was our first major event since, you know, the world shut down for the thing. And it was really good. Had a lot of fun. Drank some non-alcoholic beer. That was terrible. But the rest of the day was pretty good, and we had a really good time. About halfway through the show, maybe a little bit more, Duff, Richard Fortus, and the main man Slash sit down on the drum riser and with acoustic guitars, and they play some tunes. Now in Dublin, we couldn't hear what they were playing at first because the sound engineer was having a nightmare. You know, they were playing Blackbird by the Beatles, by the way, I found out since. But those of us not directly in front of the stage, I was in the Golden Circle, I was quite close to them, but I still couldn't hear anything because you're in a big field full of people who were talking and stuff like that. Anyways, Slash was playing one of these guitars, which in this book is listed as a prototype, and it says in the book that these are prototypes based on J165, and there's two of them, which makes me think they were prototyped a lot. In fact, almost ready for production, if you're asking me. Slash's own words here says they are smaller, like an LOO, but they have a jumbo style body, more of a rounder kind of thing. Slash's words in the book about these guitars. I wouldn't be surprised if these made their way into the Slash collection this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if they made their way into the Slash collection eventually if they don't show up this year. They're very cool looking. I think they look a lot better than the J45s, and yeah, more Slash-like if you ask me. Okay, so this is the moment you've been waiting for. We're going to get into electrified guitars. There's some cool stuff has happened. Now, before we get into it, I just want to tell you, there's a couple of things you can do to help support the channel. One of them, join up to Patreon. It's free. I mean, it's free for a free trial period. And then it's just like $3 per month, and it goes up from there. You can get 24 hours early access to every single video I put up, at least. And that's probably going to be extended. Then you're going to get stuff like exclusive content, and you get stuff like exclusive merch, and you just make my day. You'd be cool. I would love you. So if you could check out the Patreon, it's free. Hit the link in the description below and we'll get into it. Also, 3 Chord Dave Live is a show that we do on the channel here every Saturday, and you should come and join us. Have some fun. There's some cool people there. We all talk about guitars and things, and it's just, honestly, it's just good fun on a Saturday afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. It's 10 p.m. Irish time. Come and join us. Now let's talk about Slash, his next signature electric guitar, which is probably what you're most interested in anyway. I think I can prove what it's going to be. So let's do that. It's one of these. Here's Slash holding one right now. A couple of years ago, I noticed Slash was playing a few different models out on the road with Guns N' Roses. I first noticed he was playing an SG a lot on stage, and then he started playing a Flying V. But I realized that was his Jimi Hendrix signature model that his girlfriend had bought him for his birthday. So I was like, okay, cool. I like that Slash is playing one of those live. That is cool. But then, for getting close to the Dublin show that I went to last year, I spotted him playing a yellowish Explorer. And I was like, could Slash be bringing out a signature model Explorer? I said this and showed pictures on 3 Chord Dave Live at the time. So you want to make sure to get to 3 Chord Dave Live. You find out stuff there before a video is made. Anyways, it's a Slash Gold Top Explorer. It appears to be coming. It's in the book. There's 2 pictures of it. This is the one with Slash holding it, of course. And here's what Slash says in the book about it. He says, "The Explorers I just did with Gibson are actually Gold Top Explorers. It's pretty much a first of its kind." Speaking of it, so the Explorers I just did with Gibson, not Gibson made me an Explorer. So this makes me think there's a series coming here. This is a signature model. I would nail it to something. I would just say it's nailed on, pretty much. That's what I was trying to say. It's nailed on from him saying that. Also, these look pretty cool, and here's some more information. So on another page, there's a black one. Looks exactly the same. However, it does say that this is a custom shop Explorer, and the book says about it, his current G&R A-Rig features his new collaboration with Gibson, which may be an Explorer, but is described by Slash as a totally different proposition thanks to its mahogany and maple construction. So clearly, mahogany body, maple top, and it's gold top. That's what I'm excited for that, to be quite honest. One of several Explorer designs that he's been prototyping recently with Gibson. Come on, why is he prototyping Explorers if they're not going to be signature models? Clear as day, that's what we've got. I would literally put anything on it that Slash is coming out with a signature Explorer very soon. I would expect to see it next month because there's a big guitar show happening next month. I'm not sure if you're aware. I'll be there and I'll be taking pictures and videos and everything. So please subscribe to be a part of it and check it out. Now, obviously Slash has had 45 billion signature models and everyone's getting a little bit sick of Slash Les Pauls, but I think Gold Top Explorer is a pretty cool idea. So let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. I'm going to be doing some more stuff about the content in this book over the next few weeks, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And I'll be back with another guitar related video very soon. But until then, take care.